Welcome to our tutorial about making a connection. In our previous tutorial, we created a connection string. In this tutorial, we'll open a connection with our database, retrieve the server version, and close the connection. First, let's begin by going to the web.config file. I've imported two namespaces, system.data and system.data.sql client. System.data contains fundamental classes with core ADO.NET functionality, such as dataset and data relationships. These classes allow you to manipulate the structured relationships of relational data. These classes are totally independent of any specific type of database or how to connect to it. The system.data.sql client contains classes used to connect to Microsoft SQL Server version 7.0 and greater. Now let's go to the page default.aspx. I've got a very simple application here, a button, 3 labels. Now let's go to the code page and we'll move out this way to give us a little more room. In the first line here, I declare my connection object as a new SQL connection. The connection class. In the next line, I hard-coded the connection string. Where I got it from was the web.config file. I just simply copied it from the connection string here. Let's go back to code view. In the next line, we explicitly opened a connection with our database by using the open method. Next, to verify that our connection is indeed open, we retrieved some basic connection information such as server version and connection state also. At this point, we still have a live connection to our database. In order to reduce the connection time as much as possible, after we're done retrieving data, we need to explicitly close the connection, and we do that using the close method. In the last line, we verify the state of the connection. Let's run our application now. The page loads. Let's click our button. And here you see that we retrieve the data, the server version, and the connection is open and now closed. Back to our code. Next thing that happened here was that we hard-coded the connection string in our application. If we use this approach and hard-code the connection string on every page, it'll be difficult to make changes later on, however. Let's comment out these lines. And we'll uncomment these lines. Now we're going to retrieve the connection by name. We'll need to incorporate the system.web.configuration namespace. Using the connection string property of the Web Configuration Manager class, we'll retrieve the connection string that we retrieved in our previous tutorial by name. Let's run our application. The page loads. We click our button, and we retrieve our data with the same results. This concludes our tutorial about making a connection.